All right, today we are going to do something a little different. We are going to take a single, seemingly ordinary artifact and use it to understand a much, much bigger picture. And what is that artifact? It's the website for a local drain cleaning service in suburban Illinois.
So, what can a plumber's website really tell us about a whole town? It might sound like a stretch, but let's dive in. We're going to treat this digital storefront as a fascinating little case study, a window into the community it serves, its infrastructure, and even the daily lives of the people who live there. Now, we're not looking at this from a marketing angle. No, think of it more like we're archaeologists, and this website is our document. It's something that reveals the unseen, kind of underground realities of life in a classic American suburb. Okay, first things first, we've got to set the scene. And what's amazing is that the website itself gives us a ton of demographic data that helps us get a real feel for the community of Prospect Heights.
Right off the bat, the 2020 census data tells us we're talking about a population of just over 16,000 people. So, this isn't some massive city. It's a small town, really, the kind of place you'd call a tight-knit community, right on the edge of Chicago. And here we go. This is the number that really, really matters for a business like this one. Over 6,000 individual households. That's more than 6,000 kitchens, 6,000 bathrooms, and 6,000 main sewer lines, each one with its own web of pipes and, its own potential for all sorts of problems.
The median household income gives us another really important clue. At over 72 grand, it points to a stable, middle-class community. You're looking at a lot of homeowners who are invested, not just financially, but emotionally, in keeping their property in good shape. And this is where it all comes together. I mean, look at this. You've got a really diverse, multi-generational suburb. And that senior population, nearly 1 in 5 residents over 65, that's key. You can just picture all the older, established homes with aging pipes, which means home maintenance isn't just a chore, it's a constant, ongoing priority for a big chunk of the community. So now that we've set the scene, let's talk about the problems that are literally lurking just beneath the surface. What are the specific issues this community is dealing with that keeps a drain cleaning service so busy? This quote, pulled right from their website, just nails it. We're not talking about some minor annoyance you can just ignore for a week. A clogged main line, a backed-up kitchen sink, that's a major disruption. It brings the whole household to a grinding, messy halt. And here's the story of daily life, told through plumbing problems. It's the same stuff that pretty much every homeowner everywhere eventually has to deal with, right? You've got grease from cooking, hair and soap scum in the shower, and the big one, tree roots just invading that main sewer line. It's a constant battle against nature and, well, daily life. Okay, so let's get into the solutions. How do you fight back? Well, the tools of the trade have evolved a lot. This isn't just about your grandpa's simple drain snake anymore. We're talking about some serious tech to solve these hidden, underground problems with real precision. First up, you've got power rotting. Honestly, you can think of this as the brute force heavy-duty solution. When you have a solid physical blockage, like a thick mass of tree roots, this is what you use. You send in this rotating cutting head, and it just physically shreds the clog to pieces to get the line clear. Then you have the more modern, kind of finessed approach, hydrojetting. This isn't really about breaking up one single clog. It's about a total deep clean of the whole system. It uses this incredibly high-pressure jet of water to just blast away years of caked-on grease, scale, and all that gunk, basically making the inside of the pipe look brand new. And this might be the most important tool of all. Video inspection tech is a complete game changer. Instead of just guessing what the problem is, a plumber can literally feed a tiny camera down the line and see exactly what's going on. A crack, a collapsed section, those tree roots, and pinpoint its exact location. It turns plumbing from guesswork into, like, a surgical procedure. So here's the real takeaway. What can this deep dive into one little website in Illinois teach all of us no matter where we live? Well, it actually gives us a surprisingly clear playbook for how to be a smarter homeowner. I mean, the website itself lays out the best way to hire any professional for your home. And it's such a simple but powerful checklist, right? Verify their license and insurance, get at least 2 quotes, demand upfront pricing, and check their local reviews. If you follow these steps, you can save yourself from a world of trouble. And maybe even more important is the advice on prevention. It's the simple stuff, the habits, like not pouring bacon grease down the drain and using drain strainers.
That stuff makes a huge difference. And they also recommend being proactive, getting a camera inspection every few years to catch a small problem before it turns into a catastrophic and very expensive emergency.
And that brings us to a final thought for you to chew on. What hidden stories are being told by the everyday businesses right in your own neighborhood? Next time you see a website for a local electrician or a roofer or a landscaper, take a closer look. You might be surprised to discover the unique challenges, the priorities, and the real character of your own town, just written between the lines.